Well, hello there, and this is Auntie, and I am here to do my review on TLC's new show, 1,000 Pound Sisters, Season 1, Episode 3, Breaking Point. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for joining the family. And to all of my nieces and nephews who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you. Y'all, let me tell you, this show is a hot tail mess. The more I look at it, the more ridiculous this show has become. Okay, so as you all know, this show called 1,000 Pound Sister chronicled the lives of the Slaton sisters as they are going through their journey to get bariatric surgery in order to lose weight. The total weight of both of the sisters is 1,000 pounds, and that's why this show is called 1,000 Pound Sisters. So this episode, I've got to get through this and not laugh. I got to get through this and not cry. Like, these sisters are really truly a hot mess. So we open up this episode where we ended last week. The sisters are in Georgia, and they have seen Dr. Proctor, who is a weight loss surgeon, and they have already finished all of that. They had a meet and greet last week, and 6 people showed up for the mofo. Okay. And although Amy has over 1,000 YouTube subscribers, I don't know if they waited to the last minute or what the hell they did. But anyway, we see the sisters going back home. And so we did not see this week Tammy struggle to get. We didn't see Tammy struggling to get into the minivan, but we do see them traveling back home. So they're driving in the car, and of course, Amy has problems with her vision, and so her husband is driving the van. And as they are driving the van, I don't know if somebody swerved in front of his ass or what the hell they did, but the sister who is in the back of the van, who weighs over 600 pounds, slides into the back of Amy's seat. Bitch, I thought the whole minivan was just going to topple over and fall off of the freeway, but it didn't. All of the luggage and everything, all the content that was in the van, bitch, was sitting on the beanbag chair that props her ass up. I mean, like, it was just like a mess. And, at first I thought, okay, she's in danger, or at least Amy is in danger. But luckily, they laughed it off and all of that kind of stuff. These sisters have to lose, between the two of them, 105 pounds in order to get this weight loss surgery. And they have been told by the doctor that they have to go out and get, these protein shakes and everything. And they're supposed to have 2 of those a day. They were also told that they were not supposed to have any sodas. They was only supposed to have one. As we remember from last episode, Amy decided that since she was going to have one, that she was going to have a 64 ounce, okay, cup of soda. Okay, they call it soda. So these sisters are just like they are a mess. Like, they really ought to be ashamed of themselves. And I noticed that the sisters laugh and they joke and all of that kind of stuff because they do it because It's a defense mechanism. They figure that if they laugh at themselves, that nobody else will laugh at them. And so when they had the near death experience, especially Amy, given the fact that her sister rode her 600-pound ass up on the back of her chair, they continue on and, they get home successfully. Well, it's the next day, and we see Amy go out to the grocery store and pick up some food for them to eat because they're supposed to be losing weight. Amy decides that she is going to go to a gym facility and work with a personal trainer in order to lose weight. Of course, we all know Tammy can't go because Tammy is hella big, okay? She mentioned last week that she had a whole lot of medical situations that was going on with her, and she lacks the ability to walk on one of her knees because she said that, she doesn't have any more cartilage, that she is just a bone on bone. So when she walks, her knees pop out and all kinds of stuff happens to her ass, okay? But Amy decides that she is really going to get serious about this because this is their last chance in order to get this weight off. And of course, there is an incentive because TLC is filming the whole entire thing. So when she goes to the gym, because she is actually the skinny sister, according to her, weighing in at 400 pounds, she's the skinny sister. And so she walks into the gym. She said that she has never really ever been in a gym. And so we see the personal trainer who's one of those young girls, one of those, probably just finished, school and everything. And she is greeting her at the door. She tells her that they're going to do a warm up. And so, she puts her on a recumbent bike and she tells Amy to pedal. Now, as you all know who go to a gym, that when you get on this recumbent exercise equipment, that if you don't do a certain if you if you don't do a certain speed, the machine will cut off on your ass. Well, of course, Amy is on the machine. She's 400 pounds. She can barely get her legs wide enough to really get on the pedals correctly. She said she was, leery about getting on the machine because she did not want to hurt herself. I'm saying, bitch, we don't want to hurt the machine. But anyway, she gets on the machine and she gets to pedaling. And so the trainer told her, I need you to pedal faster. Take your time, pedal faster though. And so, we see her on the bicycle and, her legs are going this, this fast on the bicycle. And I'm saying, I'm saying, go, Amy, go, Amy, go, Amy. So, before it starts, before it starts, it has already stopped. So she takes her off of that and she says, come on, we're going to go over here and do the free weights. And so now she says, there's a bench. Then she says, well, can I sit down and catch my breath? So, of course, she's sitting there, stomach all out here, and she so the girl's like, okay, well, you rusted? You okay? No, just give me one more minute. So I'm like, damn, you were only on the bicycle for a very short period of time. Meaning to tell me that you already need another break. And so she's on the, she's sitting on the bench and she gives her some weights and she, tells her to do some arm lifts and everything with the barbells. It looked like she probably had maybe 10, 15 pounds. And she can barely do that. Then she tells her, let's walk over here and get on the treadmill. She's encouraging her by telling her that you're doing a great job. You're doing a great job. So the young lady said that she's been a personal trainer. She's worked with people who have been heavy, but she's never worked with somebody in this condition. And so, she's trying to encourage her by lying to her and telling her that, she is doing a good job. So she takes her and puts her on a treadmill and she puts her on point 0.6, okay? 0.6 miles. I said, bitch. Like the treadmill was barely going. And she told her that it was still going too fast. So I don't know at this point whether or not, excuse me, y'all. I don't know at this point whether or not the damn treadmill is moving because it was barely moving. If your speed is point 0.6, then what the hell, where else can they do but stop it? But Amy is on it and she's, trying to, move on the machine. And I understand that the bitch is 400 pounds. But the thing about it that makes me really just not feel for Amy at times is that she uses condemning her sister and riding her sister as an excuse for her to feel good about her damn self. But you on the treadmill and your fat ass can't go, point oh 0.06. I mean, like when she was barely moving and she was huffing and puffing. And you would think that she would have more sympathy and more empathy for her sister Tammy, but she doesn't, bitch, because if she feels bad about herself, she makes sure that the sister feels bad about herself. So because Amy had the ability to go to the gym and do a little bit of something, something, so now she can come back home and rub it in her 600-pound, 608-pound sister's face. And so Tammy, of course, is at home in the meantime, and she's saying, bitch, I'm doing exercises too. I may not be able to go to the gym, but I can sit my ass in this rolling chair and I can clean the house. So we see her in the chair sliding here and sliding there. She, she's sliding back and forth with a broom in her hand and a dustpan. And she's calling herself cleaning up underneath the table. And then we see her rolling her ass over to the sink. And she's, calls herself washing dishes. And she says, well, I am doing some exercise because at least I'm rolling my fat ass around in this chair. And I'm saying, boo, that's not exercise. But I'm trying to still be sympathetic and empathetic because she doesn't have any cartilage in her fat ass knees. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm saying you still have to get up and try to do something different. And I know that it's painful. I know that the gym is oftentimes the last place that many of us want to be. A lot of people make New Year's resolutions and say, you know what, I'm gonna do this. When January comes, I'm gonna join the gym and all of that kind of stuff. That's when the gyms get rich, bitch. And but here's the thing, you can't do all of that and still eat the same way. So we see her with her diary going back and forth and talking about, how she's been cheating because she uses her YouTube channel to talk to people because they say that they don't have any friends in real life. Well, they don't go outside of the house unless they're going to get some food. So she's talking about how there was a couple of days where, she, fell off the wagon or whatever, like she fell off the wagon a couple of days, bitch. And so, she was like, I was eating beef and pork chops and potato salad and all of this, but you're 608 pounds. Now, I know that this all of the bad things that she has done with her body over the years is not something that she can readily fix, okay? You can't just gling, gling, your eyes and correct poor eating habits, okay? A fat woman like myself, I know that too. But there has got to be a time where you're sick and tired of being sick and tired. There's got to be a time where you stop making excuses for your behavior. So anyway, Amy makes a decision that she's going to order this game so that the sisters can sit there and dance to the music. They, one of those little Wii games or whatever where you dance, you get up and dance. So we see the brother, the husband come in and he, puts it on for him and everything. And so Tammy gets up and she's like, come on, let's dance. And so Amy says, come on, get up and let's dance because you can't go to the gym. You can't do those kind of things. But the least that you can do is try to exercise and dance in the house. Okay. So this is her way of trying to, help her sister and all. And so the sister gets up and everything and she does her hand like this. The video starts off like this. And she's like, I can't do this. And so she sits down. And so, of course, Amy and her husband continue to do the dance routine and everything. She's struggling through it too, okay? But at least she tried to do it until the end. But Tammy gave up after the third move. And then that's when I realized that Tammy does not want to change. Tammy wants to be a perpetual victim. She wants to be that type of person that if you don't cut the bitch throat, okay, or cut her damn stomach down to a size of a pea, a green pea, she is not going to make any changes in her life. She has been obese all her life. She told Amy that I was 400 pounds when I was a teenager or when I was young. And I'm saying you've been in hospital after hospital after hospital, and you can't get your big ass up, and you cannot try to at least do something to better your life and get the weight off. The doctor has already told you how many pounds you have to get off, and you don't want to get those pounds off. See, she's supposed to lose 60 pounds, and the other sister is supposed to lose 25. So between the two of them, they got to lose 85 pounds. Let's just round it up to 100, bitch. These sisters have got to get this weight off of them. I mean, they just looking right nasty. And I know that their asses are stinking. There's no way in the world you going to tell me that it ain't some corn chip smelling going on around their crouch area. Now, I ain't trying to be I ain't trying to be vulgar or nothing like that. But bitch, you cannot tell me that you are not smelling Fritos and Doritos, bitch, and a couple of Funyuns going on around their crouch areas and all up underneath their arms. Because let me tell you something. Your sister's not washing your big ass every day. Matter of fact, the way that you acted when you were supposed to be doing a dance routine, ain't no way in the world you gonna tell me that your ass is even getting out the bed every day. But you making sure that you shove something down your damn throat. You sitting up there supposed to be working out with your sister. You sitting in a damn chair, going back and forth sliding, and you're huffing and you're puffing doing that. But you don't have a problem with huffing and puffing when your dumb ass got to sit up there and eat something. And then you got the nerve to say, I fell off the wagon 2 days. Bitch, you cannot afford to fall off the wagon for 1 hour. Take those damn protein shakes. So, they sisters talk about it, and she says, well, I understand and I know that I am going to be hungry. You damn right you're going to be hungry. It's going to be a whole lot of days that you're going to be hungry when you are trying to lose weight and trying to change poor eating habits. So I'm sitting up there and I'm looking at the sister and I'm saying that this is why her fat ass is not losing any weight, because she's making an excuse for everything. So Amy is, the doctor had told the sisters that they need to try to go to a swimming pool, okay? You go to the swimming pool because this will allow you to be able to exercise and reduce the force and everything that's on your joints. Water, of course, will float anybody, damn it, okay? And these bitches, I know, looking like some timber. But anyway, so they go to the pool, and we can see by the way that Tammy is dressed that Tammy has no intention on swimming, because this was at the hotel. See, I missed this part. At the hotel, they went down into the hotel pool. And we all know what a hotel pool looks like. And so Amy comes down there. She has a shirt on that is tucked up underneath her damn breast, okay? And I guess she's calling that a sports bra or a bikini top or whatever. And then she's got these bottoms on, and her whole entire belly is just hanging out. I mean, like, it's just hanging out. And Tammy, of course, is dressed in a regular little flowery big ass woman shirt. The big women shirt that always. Why the fuck do they make big women shirts with a whole bunch of flowers? You are not a lily, boo. She's an acre and a half. Why in the hell do fashion designers or whomever make fat women stuff with flowers all the hell on it? You looking like a whole damn. Bitch, you walking around looking like a whole vineyard. You looking like a nursery. I mean, like somebody just going in there and saying, I want to pick some flowers out for my wife for her birthday, bitch. Why in the hell don't they just put them in solid colors? You know damn well ain't no reason why. Okay, but anyway. So there's a couple of stairs that goes down into the swimming pool. It's required for you to walk your ass down the stairs. As soon as Tammy sees the stairs, she's like, oh no, I can't do it. Now, I I'm sitting up there saying, well, you know what? She really should have tried to go down the stairs. But like my daughter said, Ma, if she go down the stairs, who the hell gonna get her up? What happens if her knee buckles and she falls down the stairs? It was like 4 stairs, little 4 stairs. And my daughter was like, Mommy, she really couldn't get in the pool. So so Amy is like, well, we're gonna go ahead and get in there. So her and her husband gets in the damn hotel pool, and she is looking like a straight orca, bitch. So of course Tammy is upset because here she is again, another time sitting on the outside looking in as her sister, who is the skinny sister at 400 pounds, because I'm gonna keep saying that. She's the skinny sister at 400 pounds. She around this you know what I'm saying? Just get that bitch a beach ball and let her go ahead on. I don't give a damn what y'all say about me. So she's sitting up there, got the beach ball on her nose and everything, and, swimming with dolphins, bitch, swimming with whales, ink all in the damn pool and everything, because she just big as hell. And so Tammy was like, you looking like Shamu. And she was like, yeah, I'm Shamu, whatever. And I just was like, no, she looking like Orc out that motherfucker, okay? And so anyway, she goes, so she... So, she's playing with her husband and everything, and, he's splashing her. They showing her underwater and everything. And, Josie, if you got to block them more than one time, more than 2 times. If you have to retract their comments, Josie, more than 2 times, block them or I am. If I will put my glasses on and I will block them myself. Is this the same person, Josie? Don't play with them. Block their asses. Block their asses. Block them. If you sensitive and you can't handle this, I'm telling you, exit stage right, because I am going to say what I need to say. And if you don't find it humorous, bitch, and I do, that's your problem, not mine. If they making hateful comments to my auntie, you hateful, they can say whatever they want to say. They probably big ass shamus their damn self. And so they out here now and they getting their feelings hurt. Fuck them. I ain't got time for them. Okay, I am not the one that's sitting my fat ass on a television show weighing 600 or 400 pounds and thinking it's funny and laughing and kikiing and eating all kinds of trash and dirt and all of that kind of stuff. This is for damn it entertainment. They decided that they wanted to come out there for entertainment, and damn it, I'm going to laugh at it and I'm going to do whatever I do. So don't come out here and talk about body shaming or none of that bullshit when these sisters are sitting out there body shaming their own damn selves. Fuck them and fuck you too. If you don't like it, the hell off the channel. Straight up. Because I'm telling you, Josie, don't give nobody no grace. Josie, Queen Star, whoever the hell out here. Don't give them no grace, because goddamn it, I'm not. Them fat bitches is on television. They been on YouTube for years, scamming mofos and fatter than a mofo, okay? So don't get me started out here, because I will straight up cuss a bitch out. And I will not hesitate to cuss a bitch out. They body shaming their damn self. Tammy sitting up there, sitting on the sidelines crying because her sister down there in the damn pool, okay? Her ass splashing the hell all around, damn near drowned her husband trying to play cat and mouse. They're going to talk about some, she thinks she stepped on his balls. You wouldn't know what the hell you stepped on because your feet so fucking fat you bitches is numb. Okay, but Tammy's sitting up there crying and everything, and so of course she gets an attitude when she's riding back home because her sister is saying you need to try to make a change in your life, and she doesn't want to make a change. She's talking about my sister don't love me because I'm fat. Your sister fat too. You and your sister fat. But I'm saying, why didn't she try to go down the stairs? Roll your ass down there. Scoot on your ass to get down the stairs. Do whatever you got to do. The doctor told you now, it's true, the pool should have been 508 compliant for handicapped people, because if there was somebody who was in a wheelchair and wanted to use the pool, the hotel should have been handicap accessible. You know, had a ramp and all of that kind of stuff. But like my daughter said, if there wasn't a ramp for her to get in the pool, how the hell was she going to get out? Because she really can't walk on that thing. But every time there's an opportunity for her to do anything, she doesn't want to do anything to get the weight off her ass. And then you want to binge drink and all of this kind of stuff. You're sitting up there fussing back and forth with your sister about not exercising and all that, and you got a soda in your hand. Put the damn soda down. They told you that you couldn't have no soda. And every time she get mad at her sister, I'm trying. Oh, I'm trying to do something. Oh, leave me alone. I can't. But you know how to. Look, I'm telling you, you fuck up the sofa one more time, okay? You flip that sofa or break the back of that sofa up if you want to, and I'm going to whoop your ass up in here. Do you see what I'm saying? All 600 pounds. Now, see, them people that came out here, and they done pissed me off, so I'm really digging into their fat asses. Because let me tell you something, I'm a fat girl myself, and I know what it is to be a fat girl. I know what it is to have weight on you and your ass can't hardly breathe. I know what it is to be trying to buy all these big ass plus size clothes and all of that stuff, and you thinking you looking good. You ain't even got no damn hourglass shape, bitch. You looking like a damn apple or orange walking up and down the street. I still got a little gut up on my ass. So I'm not body shaming anybody, because trust and believe me, I can relate to my damn self. But one thing that I did do was I learned how to push back from the table. Now, I got days where I just be eating all kinds of bullshit, okay? We all got them days where we cheat. And I'm going to tell you right now, I love me a Diet Coke. But damn it, I'm not the one that's sitting my ass out there 400 damn pounds and talk about the damn scale at the junkyard is wrong. I'm not the one that's sitting up there making fun. Now they gonna sit up there on their YouTube channel with all these damn protein shakes and taste the daggone protein shakes, and they laughing back and forth on their YouTube channel. But you gonna come and bring your ass over here and tell my auntie you mean when they sit up there making fun of it and thinking it's funny. And here it is, the doctor told you to have 2 protein shakes per day, and you sitting up there drinking 4 of them bitches while you trying to entertain your daggone YouTube channel. Get your life. Get your whole life. And now here it is, you making money off of it. But you think it's funny, but I ain't supposed to laugh at it. I ain't supposed to laugh at you laughing at your damn self. Now, I know it's a defense mechanism because they fatter than the mofo. And the sister Tammy sitting up there don't want to do nothing. And Amy was like, look, I feel like I've been taking care of you. She said, you at the point now when you need to grow up, Tammy. And Tammy does need to grow up in more ways than one. You're going to sit out there with your daggone 100,000 viewers and say that your sister died. Let's go ahead on that. Keep it 100. If you pull up the Slaton sisters, it's all kinds of videos out there of them doing all kinds of frauds with their daggone YouTube supporters. And now here you done frauded and you done got your ass on TLC. TLC done recognize you. But you got people coming over here talking about Auntie me. But you gonna get money from your damn subscribers because you said your sister Tammy, who is in 2020 showing her fat ass up on TV and still got a damn YouTube channel, and you gonna sit up there and get money from your YouTube subscriber talking about your sister died and you had to get an extra large casket for it. And then when everybody found out that your sister that Tammy did not die, you didn't even want to refund the money back. Talk about you don't know how to refund it back. These sisters allegedly have done all kinds of scams, and they scamming everybody now. No, yes, did they get the weight loss surgery? Yes, they did have to have a bitch to cut their stomach off and everything. And I even told the testimony on my other channel about how I thought at one point that I was going to get the gastric bypass surgery until my doctor till the doctor told me, get the fuck up out of here. You ain't fat enough to get it. So trust and believe me. I know what it is. Okay? I know what it is. I know what the struggle is. I remember when I was up in my size 20 pluses. But if these bitches going to get out here and they going to show their asses on television and they going to laugh and kiki, you damn right, I'm laughing at kiki. So I'm telling you right now, Josie, or whoever out here, Martin, block them bitches. Because I don't have no time for anybody to come out here looking at you. You see that the damn thing say, honey, hold up, here's the thing about it. Let me go ahead on and get all the way 100 with y'all out here, guys. Excuse my clothes. You look at the daggone title. You see the thumbnail that says 1,000-pound sisters. But you think I'm going to come out here and do what? You think I'm coming from a clinical perspective? Even the doctor lost tolerance with them. So even if I was coming from a clinical perspective, I wouldn't give them no more slack than what Dr. Proctor gave them. He didn't even think that they were serious about it. Because trust and believe me, they already did their researches on these two fat women. And here, at least Amy is trying to do something. But she's a fat ass. She's going to tell her sister to grow up. Her sister told her to grow up. She said, I pay my bills. You pay your bills with what? Your YouTube channel money? You pay your bills with your husband's money? How do you pay your bills? Let's just go ahead on and go there. Y'all sitting up there buying enough food to feed a fucking 1,000 kids in Cambodia, bitch. You are capitalizing off of your own pain. And guess what? I'm going to come out here and I'm going to say what I want to say. If I want to make it funny, if I want to sit up here and cry, bitch, I do that too. But if you know what that thumb tag is and you see that this is 1,000-pound sisters, 1,000-pound sisters, don't come over here and think that you're going to be getting some pity party in the church service, because that ain't going to happen up over this camp. It ain't going to happen, Captain. And if you coming over here, you're curious and you want to know what's going on with the 1,000-pound sister too, you know you sit your ass up there at home and laugh at these two bitches with their jacked up lives. And when they change their lives and they change their attitude and they get the pounds off, maybe it will be a happy ending. But goddamn it, right now, it's funny as hell. Now, I felt like I was sad for Tammy when she was sitting on the side of the pool crying and watching life go by. But guess what? At any time that you can change your life at any time. You can get your fat ass up and do something. Your sister goes out and gets something for you to exercise at home. Exercise at home instead of making an excuse for it and then talking about some, I'm trying, I'm really trying. No, you're not really trying. You need a doctor that's going to cut you open and reduce your belly, okay, so that your body cannot do anything but not eat. And that's all right. If that's the route that you got to go, that's the route that you got to go. Ain't no need to be in the shame of it. And guess what? I ain't making this personal about a damn person that's sitting up here that's going to click on this video. This ain't personal about you. I'm talking about them two fat bitches. I'm talking about them. So if you come over here with your sensitive, this ain't the channel and this ain't the video. Because I'm going to keep it 100 just like they doing. So now that we've gotten all of that straightened, Tammy ended up not doing anything except for arguing with her sister, who is trying to get her to exercise, to do something. But every time you turn around, she is sitting up there making excuses as to why she can't do anything. Yes, I do understand that she has problems with her knees. But I had problems with my sciatica because I was on a spin bike, riding on a spin bike in a spin class, living my best life, and heard my sciatica say, "Pap," because I was doing isolations. But I'm going to tell you one thing, it did not stop me for a long time from taking my fat ass to the gym and doing the exercises that would not bother my sciatica. Where there is a will, there is a way. And Tammy hasn't found the will, bitch, or the way. And yes, the sisters was sitting up there joking about her looking like Shamu. And I said she looked like Orca. And bitch, she did. Looked like when she got in the pool and she splashed around, looked like all the water was coming up out the pool. But she was having a good time and it was good exercise. And it is what the doctor ordered. So at least she had the audacity to go out there and try to make a change. But that ain't to say that the wasn't funny, because it was funny as hell. And I was looking at her poor husband when she jumped up on him with all of those pounds on him, calling herself playing with him, dipped his ass down up underneath the... dipped him under the water, bitch, and it took him an hour to come back up. We didn't know whether or not the mofo was going to drown, whether or not the screen was going to go black and go to another. We didn't know what the hell was going. Good thing it wasn't live. Because I'm going to tell you right now, we was praying that that mofo was going to bring his ass back up to the surface. He finally did, like I said, after an hour. And even she was laughing about it. And no damn well she had damn near drowned her husband, because you 400 pounds trying to play Tootsie Foot up underneath the water. It just ain't going to happen, Captain. Y'all got to go patty cake. You see what I'm saying? When you 400 pounds and he about 195, y'all patty caking in the water. You doing this kind of stuff. You see what I'm saying? You ain't jumping on nobody like that. The hell are you doing that for? Bitch, you about to drown a whole community up in the hotel pool. And in the meantime, Tammy's sitting over there crying. But when she gets home, she eating everything and drinking soda pops and going out there on YouTube and bojangling and jerking her daggone fans off. That's what she did. So I'm hoping that the sisters lose enough weight so that they can go to Dr. Proctor and he can cut them and do whatever he got to do. Let me tell you something. I have many friends who have had gastric bypass surgery or some kind of surgery in order to reduce their weight. So if that is what you need to do in your life in order to get your weight off, congratulations, more power to you. I'm rooting you on. They know that I don't have any ill feelings about that. They know that I don't think it's a funny situation. I'm talking about these bitches. So if I offended anybody that has had gastric bypass surgery, liposuction, lap band, any other kind of bariatrics, there was no intent to offend you. None. I know that some people have weight on them and have different diseases and stuff like that. It may just be in your bloodline. I have diseases that are in my bloodline with my family. Some things you just can't help. But I'm talking about these two women. So it is never my intention to come out here and to offend anybody. But I'm going to tell you right now, don't offend me. And don't be rude to me on my channel, because I will see your ass. Now, I'm telling you right now, most of the time, I need to have my daggone readers on in order to read stuff. But damn it, I can see when a daggone comment is being retracted. It look like a firecracker going off over this mofo for me. So I can see that. But these sisters have put their whole business out here on the daggone television screen for us to be able to do reviews and talk about it in the way that we want. Now, if you want to get somebody that's sympathetic about it, you need to go to another channel and find, I don't know who's out here doing the reviews on it, but find a mofo that is sympathetic to it and coming from a medical perspective. These bitches is heavy and they fat as hell. And they're not doing the right thing. Amy said that she is starting to eat better and all of that kind of stuff. Good for her. Good for her. But I went out there and I looked at them on their recent YouTube channel because they have recent uploads and they don't look like they have done much of anything. You have to correct your behavior. And you can't get mad at a mofo that you ain't corrected your behavior. You can't get mad at me. Don't come over this bitch getting mad at me. Hell with you. Having said that, Having said that, I'm going to continue to look at this show and I'm going to continue to laugh at their asses. Now, I'm going to give y'all two shows in one. There's another show that comes on TLC that I decided that I was going to watch today. The name of that show was called My Feet Are Killing Me. Bitch, do you know that your auntie sat her ass up out there, her and her daughter, and we boo-hoo damn near the whole entire show. Now, we fast forwarded through the surgeries, but we looked at that daggone show, and I'm telling you right now, you talk about somebody crying. These people got chronic foot problems, okay? You think your feet ugly and you got a corn or a little bunion on there, or you need to go and get your nails or your toes did, okay? And you ain't got no foot problems until you watch this show. This show brought me to tears almost with everybody's story. Like, I'm talking about these people got serious problems with their damn feet. For instance, there was this one guy. He has that disease that, where I can't remember what you call it, but they're the people who bleed out. When they get a cut and stuff like that, their blood doesn't have the ability to clot. So he had a childhood a childhood accident where he ended up getting, like a little sore contusion on his head. And as a result of that, he had to have multiple surgeries and stuff. What do you call it? Yeah, you got it. Where is it at? Hemophilia. Okay, thank you. Thank you, y'all. So he has that. So he had a couple of surgeries that he had to get, just from getting his head. So he had ended up having a sore or something like that on his foot, and he, was afraid he was going to bleed out or whatever it was. And so he never got his foot done. His fucking foot had corns on that bitch that looked like, they looked like they look like they look like onion rings, bitch. They look like mushrooms and funyuns and onion rings and cauliflower and squash, bitches, succotash and sauerkraut and yellow onions, bitch, white onions, red onions, bitch. Like his motherfucking feet was looking like, bitch. And I'm sitting up there going, I mean, I'm sitting up there can barely breathe. I had to get up, walk out the room. I gotta walk out the room, throw some stuff across the room, across the floor. My daughter like, I'm a pause it. Don't pause and let the bitch keep playing. This mofo feet was atrocious. He had years of dead skin, and his toes had gotten his toenails had gotten so bad that his fucking toes had fused together on his ass. He was sweet as he could be though, but you talking about you talking about he was like this. I just like that. He had corns. Toenails that was just up in it. They was. So the doctor said, yeah, you just got a real bad issue with your corns. And let me go head on and start cutting away. So he get the cutting it. Toenails was going like pow, across the room. I mean, it just was, and I'm sitting up on it like, and the dude sitting up there, he, uh, 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 and bitch, one of them got to bleed. The toe had gotten set free and the damn thing got to bleed, right? So, Josie, that's one time for him. Who is it? I ain't playing. Who is it? What she say? Okay. Okay. I'm sorry, baby. Just remember that you can only do 2 emojis, okay? Sorry, baby. So, like, toenails was a shoot. So one of the things got to bleed. So the doctor was like, okay, I'm going to have to hold this, this tissue on this, because what I don't want to happen is him to bleed out up in here. So the bleeding stopped. So now, mind you, this man has been walking around with this stuff on his feet for years. So when he out there, when he cutting them joints, he like using, garden tools to cut the cotton freaking. I don't see how that doctor did that. He took one corn. The damn corn was like that big on his damn feet, right? So like this is foot right here, and the corn was on the bitch like this, right? It was on there like that. It was high fiving. So he took it and he was like that. And he took that thing off. He said, "This is." I said, "Bitch." About to faint. I almost fainted. But he took that thing off that man's foot, y'all. Set me free, why don't you, baby? Get off my foot, why don't you, baby? You just keep me hanging on. Let me tell y'all, when he cut that thing off that man's foot, I was like, oh my God. He got them toenails cut down off that man's foot. He put that mofo in some water and let it soak. He got all them piles of thick-ass dead skin off his feet that had been on his feet for years. This man has been wearing the same shoes for years. Years. His brother was up in that mofo with him. He had brought his brother a brand new pair of boots in the hopes that he would be able to walk out that bitch with them shoes on. That doctor put his feet down up in that water and finished cleaning up his feet. And bitch, he put those brand new Timberland boots on his feet. And he was walking in them boots. That's the first time he had had shoes on his feet. I think it was either 17 or 7 years. And you talk about somebody was crying. He was walking around that doctor's office like a baby because he had not had shoes on his feet. Those are the kind of people that you just, your heart go out. Because if you're a bleeder and you've had all these surgeries and you're afraid, you just let it get out of control, bitch. There was another woman that was in there. She had never had on a pair of heels. Let me tell you why she never had on a pair of heels. Because she had 6 toes on both of her feet. There's a medical definition for it. I don't care what it was. But this woman had not had on a pair of heels. She was sitting there with her husband. And she had not had a pair of heels on her. She had these one pair of bedroom slippers that she had to walk around in. Feet was wider than a paddle, bitch. She looked like she could scuba dive and go down to the bottom of the ocean, bitch, in 2.5 seconds because her feet was so wide. I mean, them bitches was wide. I felt sorry for her because I just brought me a brand new pair of shoes. Y'all know y'all auntie got a serious shoe fetish. I put them shoes on and I just felt like a queen. I know what it is to be able to walk around as a woman with heels on your feet. Just how sexy and lean, and you just feel like, when you put that makeup on and that outfit on, bitch, and you put them heels on and you can walk in them and they 6 inches and you just be strutting like, uh, 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 mm, 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 mm. What you find? Yeah, I think I love you, baby. You just, I'm every woman. It's all in me. Anything you want done, baby, I'll do it naturally. Y'all know how you feel when you in them heels. You just be having all kinds of just songs. All the single ladies, all the single ladies, all the single ladies. So get your hands up, You just be feeling it. Well, she didn't know what that felt like because she had 6 toes on both of her feet. She had this since she was a child. Her brother had it. And the doctor said that most of the time, this is something that, you have when it's something you inherit. I'm assuming her family could not afford to get that cut off. But she went to this doctor. He did an x-ray. He said, oh, this is going to be a clean surgery. Let me tell y'all something. You know how you get that cry that come up from your belly? You don't even know that the bitch is there until you just, your body just. He did the surgery on her. He told her everything looked fine. Come back for her follow-up visit. Y'all, when she came back for her follow-up visit, they had the camera and they showed her walking in heels. That cry. You talk about somebody ass crying. Y'all, I was crying like a baby. Like a baby. I told my daughter, because we went through the show and we looked at the first 2 episodes of it. We're going to look at the rest of them. And I told my daughter, I said, you know what? Back in the 60s and the 50s and the 40s, People couldn't afford elective surgeries. In addition to that, people didn't have the technology that they have now. Most of these people who found themselves with these serious foot issues were people my age who grew up in my generation. And your parents just was working just to keep the family afloat. And they didn't have money to be spending on you to get your extra toe cut off or to deal with certain issues that you may have had. Some of these people on this show had multiple surgeries to correct them and still could not get it corrected. So to see them now in their 50s to get that stuff corrected and be able to live a life that they probably could not live when they were kids brings you to your knees. There was this one guy who had this disease, and it was the same disease that the elephant man had. He only had them in his feet. When he took his socks off, bitch, I thought... bitch, I thought it was a brain at the bottom of his feet. And I told my daughter, wait a minute, I can't. Because, see, I have to walk away when stuff be like that. Because there's a conflict that arises in me. You know, one of sickness and nausea. Okay? And another one that's like unbelief. Because you think your life bad till you see another bitch and their life worse, much worse than yours, and you think, damn, people really live like that? And like my daughter and I was saying, you never know what's going on with someone under their clothes or under their shoes. This dude's feet was so bad he could only walk on them for 10 steps. And his mama felt like it was her fault. She felt like there was something that she did to cause his feet to be this way. So he went to the doctor and he was saying, I really think, you know, the doctor was looking at it. He was really sympathetic. And you could tell in the doctor's eyes that he knew was nothing he could do for him. So he wrapped his foot up and did a mold of his feet, right? And once he did the mold of his feet, he said, you know, I'm going to send this over, you know, it's a white doctor and a black doctor. They both are, you know, these like, you know, renowned surgeons who, you know, do stuff with feet. The young man was so desperate that he said, what do you think? Do you think I need to get them amputated? He told him, he said, no, I don't think you need to get them amputated. He says, because even with the amputation, it's going to continue to grow, and it may cause the bone to come through the skin, bitch. But what he did for that man, he took a mold of his feet, and he sent it to a cobbler, a man who specializes in making shoes. And he made him some Birkins that he could put on, that were custom made for all the stuff, you know, all of the balls and all of that kind of stuff. And this dude had not had shoes on. He changed his life. Can you imagine, other than Miss Michelle, not ever having shoes on your feet? Never being able to wear a pair of shoes. And you got two fat bitches See, this is something that he can't help. He couldn't control this genetic thing that happened to him. He could not control that at all. He had had multiple surgeries, and when he had the surgeries, it couldn't be fixed. Even the other woman who had the keloids in the bottom of her foot, and her foot was just raw. This black female doctor was like, look, we're going to do a surgery. They got a new stem cell, some skin that I can use that we make out of stem cells. And there has been a lot of debate about stem cells and stuff like that. Fuck it. It gave this woman the ability to walk again. Her foot was an open wound. And they had already told her and wrote her off and told her, we're going to have to amputate your foot. This little black young doctor said, we're going to try this surgery. She said, now I'm going to tell you that it may not work. But I believe that it is, and we're going to go ahead on and try this. Girlfriend was walking. These are people who can't help it. They cannot help what has happened to them in their lives. These are medical things that are going on with them. But you're talking about two bitches that sit there and drink a case and a half of soda every day, that eat until they can't eat anymore. There is no comparison. Again, some people have medical conditions, but these two sisters don't have medical conditions. Maybe it's here. Maybe for Tammy, that's where it is. It's here. Where the only thing that you know how to do is to speak defeat. But then when you look at these people who have serious issues, things that are well beyond their control, there's no comparison. Let me tell you something. I fast forwarded, my daughter and I fast forwarded through every surgery because we couldn't stomach that part. It was bad enough stomaching, watching the feet just looking like a piece of. But it's a whole different thing. Wait a minute, what did you say? Hey, Aunt Kennedy, with obesity, the secret is don't let it get that bad. Recognize it and do something early. Don't wait. Absolutely. Seeing people be renewed of terrible illnesses and disfigurements is so wonderful to watch. The other stuff is clownery and fun. Absolutely. I like being barefooted too, Randy Thompson. I'm from D.C. That's all we used to do. Auntie, at the end, can you give a shout out to my little fur baby girl, Leela? She does them crazy head tilts when she hears you sing the intro. See her, hear her name will be cute as hell. Hey, Leela! Hi, Leela, baby! Hi! I don't mind shouting out to little fur baby. Layla. Okay. Hi, Layla. Hi, Layla. Now she's saying, hi, Lila. Okay, now, David, which one is it? Is it Layla? Is it Lila? Hi, baby girl. Okay, one of them. Okay. Oh, I know it is. But, sometimes people come here and they get a little sensitive. And I have to, I got to snap them back. Because that's one thing that I'm not going to do. I'm not going to feed into that. and to that making excuses for people, and then when people are show you who they are, and you're not supposed to say anything about them. No, hell no. And it's so funny because we pick and choose what we want to be sensitive about. We want to be sensitive about race. We want to be sensitive about people's sexuality. We want to be sensitive about we have selective sensitivities, and it gets on your nerve. It just gets on your damn nerve. Stop. You already know who I am when you get here. If this is your first time, damn it, you don't. But you'll find out. We can sit out here and talk about these 90-day fiance mofos, but we can't talk about the fat girls. Like, come on. I ain't no slim girl myself. But we got selective things that we want to be sensitive about. For what? If that be the case, I would have to censor myself all the time. I'm not censoring myself on my own channel. Censor yourself. Don't click. Don't click. Don't click on the video. Period. But we're not going to be selective about what we're sensitive about. That get on your nerve. Now, if one of them daggone people come on that show with their feet all rotten and everything, and it's because they have done something, then, you just sit there and you look at it. You just look at it and be like, damn. But almost everybody that's been on there has been on it. It's just like the television show Botched. You look at the television show Botched, and some people really have medical conditions and have had surgeries and stuff like that, or elective surgeries. And, they had a doctor who wasn't licensed and all that kind of stuff. And they get their plastic surgery goes wrong. I think that any surgery you want to do, if it's an elective and you can afford it and you believe that it will enhance your life, damn it, do it. But then you got some people that come on Botched, and they just come on there because they want to look like a Barbie doll. Or they just want to, change their look because, like, what the... And you ain't supposed to laugh at that. Stop it with the selective sensitivity. I'm sensitive about that because I'm fat. Damn it, I'm fat too. Join the club. Most of Americans are fat. Look at the size of the meals that we get when we go to restaurants. Unless you got self-discipline and your ass is in the gym all the time and you making sure that you do all the right things, your ass is going to be a little out of shape. And then again, like I said before, slim does not mean healthy, because you have a lot of people who are small and slim and stuff like that, and they're just as unhealthy and battling weight. I'm battling different things too. And then America has told us what size we should be, and so then you got people who dealing with, what do you call it, bulimia or anorexia. There's a lot of things that we can be sensitive about. But when you got two fat women who bring their ass out there and they laughing every 5 minutes at themselves, and they're doing things in order to incite you to laugh, don't be mad with me. Don't be mad at me. And humor can sometimes help us get through things. I get enough emails in my email box to understand and know that a lot of people who are out here with you right now, okay, are struggling with things. We all are. And when we get the opportunity to bring our asses out here, come together as one group, under one roof, and get a chance to laugh, choose to laugh instead of criticizing. And to the bitches that hit the thumbs down button, thank you. Because that means you clicked on this video. That means you clicked on this video. We here to have fun at Auntie's channel. But don't ever get it twisted and think that I will not stop and I will not pause the regularly scheduled program and cut your ass out and block you. Don't even have a problem. So anyway, y'all, that is my review on the Slaton sisters, and you all got a bonus on My Feet Are Killing Me. If you all get a chance to look at it, I cannot stomach Dr. Pimple Popper. I cannot do it. We tried it, unsuccessful. First couple of minutes of the show, could not look at that damn show. Okay. Just couldn't do it. So tomorrow, I usually on Fridays, I give you all nothing. I'm supposed to do WeTV on Friday nights, but because I don't have, my cable provider does not have WeTV, I'm not able to watch the show. I watch it on YouTube, and sometimes you get a good live on it, sometimes you don't. So the programming for Love After Lockup, I will be giving you on Saturday. But tomorrow, I will be giving you a couple bonus videos. We're going to come out here and we're going to have fun together. There's some say it is and so's that I want to do, some things that have been happening out there on the Instagram. And so I want to make sure that we get the opportunity to do that. I want to say a special thank you to Josie. Josie, I appreciate you being out here. And Queen Star and Mary Grace. Thank you all so much for moderating and keeping the room chat. I know I be fussy sometimes, but that's because I don't want anybody taking advantage. And you all don't forget that there is a minimum and a maximum of 2 emojis apiece, and that is because of the new laws that that YouTube have put in place with the COPA law, and all of that kind of stuff. And what we don't want to do is to draw any children to this channel, because this channel has been deemed not appropriate for children. And so when the algorithm is picking things up, it will pick up those emojis, and it pick up all the little flowers as little stuff that draws children to the channel. And so because of that, I've asked you all not to do the emojis, but just to reduce them down to 2. And I know that it's difficult. I know that sometimes I'm off the hook and I'm saying things that y'all like, okay, Auntie is and your instinct is just to, just hit it, send. But in order to get past this period of time that we're going through with the constant changes with YouTube, I just ask that you just keep all of your emojis down to just 2. And hopefully we will get past this little bump in the road, and we'll go back to being able to use more than that. But I just ask you to just please be respectful, and please remember not to use them. And it's not that the moderators are trying to be difficult with you. It is just that we gotta keep it. We gotta keep the channel alive. So when your comment is deleted because you've used excessive emojis or something like that, please try not to get offended. We are a family, and with every family, we got a couple of things that we got to do. So I apologize to anybody who got offended by that, but that is the reason why you see the moderators deleting your comments when you use more than 2 emojis. But anyway, you all have a great night. Thank you so much for spending time with your auntie. And again, tomorrow I'm going to come out and we're going to do a couple of fun videos together. And for the members, I am going to try to have something really special for you all as well. So everybody have a great Friday. Make it your best day. Don't forget to do something special for yourself, but most of all, make sure you do something special for you. Love you all to pieces. Bye-bye.